I couldn't go 2 days without giving you guys any Serie A content, any Calcio talk. And this is probably my favourite video. This is the video where I get to talk, say whatever's on my mind. No editing, no analysis. Let's just talk some Serie A. A lot has happened this weekend. I apologise. I've taken 2 days off. I've been ill. Like, you can tell. Bro, look at me. I look like I need 50 showers in 1 hour. I look like I need a haircut. I'm getting that tomorrow. But look. Bro, even my moustache, look. I can twist it. Look like Mario and Luigi, bro. Look. I look like them Baba Hara guys. But look, it's crazy. But where should we start? Listen, I would always appreciate it if you guys can hit that like. If you guys can subscribe. If you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Because we are here to discuss everybody. Milan. Hey, listen. Word on the streets. I went to the pharmacy to get my medicine. And the guy came up to me and told me, Milan getting Champions League football. Listen, Milan fans are beginning to believe. Juventus, I think every Juve fan was watching Roma Atalanta yesterday. They really were. And let's just say Juventus got the scoreline that they wanted. Juventus, Gintuli, Tudor, everyone is looking in the mirror and telling themselves, if they don't get top 4, there is nobody to blame but themselves. You can't blame the referee. You can't blame the fans. You can't blame the weather. You can't blame the boot sponsorship. Like, so many times when Juventus have slipped up, the teams in and around them have also slipped up. Like, nobody's really capitalized besides Roma. And it was in their hands. They just had to win their remaining 3 games. Atalanta, Milan, Monza, and Champions League is theirs. And I predicted it. I was like, I think they'll drop points at Atalanta. They went on to lose 2-1. They put on a solid performance. Like what Ranieri has done with Roma, it will be spoken about. And I feel like the fans, the players, yes, it reached that period where they were beginning to believe maybe we can get Champions League football. But if you had turned around and told any Roma fan when De Rossi got sacked and Juric got brought in, they were sat, 16th, 15th in the Serie A table. If you turned around and said to them, in 4, 5, 6, 7 months, you will go from 15th, 16th to top 5. Bro, they would bite your hand. They would chop your hand. They would go raving with your hand. Okay, so it's still an amazing season. And you can really make a case. Manager of the season, Claudio Ranieri. But that's that. But Juventus, look, they've got a lot of problems. Internally, externally. Like this summer, if everybody thought last summer was huge for Juventus, this summer is 10 times more huge. You potentially need a new sporting director. You potentially need a whole new squad, if not the majority of marquee players, the majority of your starters, the majority of your contributors need to be new recruits. And I feel like Juventus have learned their lesson, which is if you recruit poorly, it will show on the pitch. So potentially a new sporting director, potentially a new set of players, and 100% a new coach. Juventus are going to have a massive summer, and one part of me just hopes that they've already started planning from now. Yeah, don't wait for after the Club World Cup. No. From now, you know who you want to interview. You know who you're potentially scouting and looking to sign. You know who you're letting go of and who you're keeping. And if you are keeping them, under what role? Is it to be a rotational piece? Is it to be a starter? You need to know all of this before the season even ends. But on top of everything, Juventus now know top 4 is back in our own hands. Bologna, they've slipped up a lot. Lazio, they've slipped up. Juventus now know. If we win the next 2 games, Udinese, Venezia, if they win, they get Champions League. Nobody can do anything about it. Roma can go and win 50-0. Lazio can go and win 100-0. Fiorentina can go and win 2,000,000. Top 4 is in Juventus' hands. And if they don't get it, they are to blame. We can't sit down and blame anybody else. They are to blame. But this brings me on to Milan. And then we will touch on the title race at the end. Milan. It's crazy. Do you know what it is? Hope in football is what kills you, okay? Because let's be real. Mathematically, it's possible, but they need a miracle. But football is the home of miracles. No. Listen. I'm getting everybody too excited. Let's just say, expect the unexpected. No. Bro, let's just say in football, the wildest of things have happened. But I feel like they're asking too much. Like, they're asking too much from Juve. They're looking at Juve and telling them, we need you out of your next 2 games, potential 6 points. We need you to get 1. So we need you to 1, lose one of them, and 2, to draw the other. Let's be real. Like, if there was one Juventus team in the world that was capable of playing Udinese and Venezia and getting 1 out of 6 points, it's probably this Juventus team. But even then, that would be an all-time low. Like, I don't even think I'd make a video if that was to happen. That would shock everybody. That would shock even Juventus' biggest of haters. 1 out of 6 points, that's what Milan need. But on top of everything, if it was to happen, Milan still need to beat Roma. They still need to beat Monza. I just feel like it's too tough. It's too tough. There is hope, but it's too much to ask for. But with Milan, bro, the big game is tomorrow. The big game is tonight. Yeah, if you're watching the video today. Milan, Bologna, I feel like they've already tasted victory against them. They know how to win. They've got players on form. They've got Rafa Leao fully rested. Hey, I'm expecting, as much as I rave about Vincenzo Italiano, I think this is Milan's perfect end to the season. Now the Serie A title race. Inter, they went and played Torino. And to be fair, it was like Inter's B team, Inter's C team. Tough game, but I feel like they looked in control. They just looked like the better team. And listen, Zalewski, that was a beautiful goal. Like, when he scored it, even I was thinking, huh? This is the guy from Roma. This is the guy from Roma where I think Beppe Marotta, he's got like a 6 million agreement with them. And like, this is a guy, when he left Roma, no Roma fan looked at him and said, we're going to regret this. They were happy, you can go. Listen, that was a lovely goal, bro. To take it on the half turn and then put it into the bottom corner. Lovely goal. Inter, they done their job, they won. Now all eyes were on Antonio Conte's Napoli. Genoa, Patrick Vieira, listen, I don't think they play the best of football, but they're very, very, very hard to come up against. They're very aggressive. They're very combative. Their style of football, it works in Italian football. Oh, boy. 2-2. Now, of course, it's still in their hands. They win their next 2 games, they go on. They got Parma away. Parma away, as of late, is like a bogey ground for every team. Inter struggled over there. Juventus struggled over there. It's not a ground you want to go to. I'll be honest with you guys. Parma is one of those teams. I actually love watching them play. They have so many good players. It's the youngest team in the Serie A. I really do hope they stay in the Serie A because they are slowly edging into that relegation battle, especially after Venezia won on the weekend. But Parma away and then Cagliari at home. Basically, if they drop points again and Inter win their next 2 games, then it's Inter's title. But where the catch is, Inter, I feel like it's crystal clear. All their eyes on the Champions League. Like, they will happily surrender the Serie A for the Champions League. But their next 2 games are tough as well, man. Like, they've got who? They've got Lazio. And Lazio still got something to play for. You have to bear in mind, Lazio have not accepted defeat. Yes, they've dropped points as of late. But they're still looking at it and telling themselves, we just need to keep winning our games and hoping and praying that Juventus drop points. Hoping and praying that Roma drop points. They're going into every game with a point to prove, with victory on their mind. So they've got Inter for 1. Then Inter have Como. Cesc Fabregas. Listen, I was seeing rumours this week of him potentially being the Xabi Alonso replacement at Bayer Leverkusen. I'm so happy I woke up today to see those rumours have been squashed. There's no truth in them. He is staying at Como because I think next year, with more recruitment, with some extra money, with more experience after having experienced 1 season in the Serie A, hey, this team is going to be serious. Like, keep an eye on who they sign in the summer. Now, I just think it's been a crazy week. But what do we wrap it up with? Juventus are in the driving seats. They are in the driving seat for top 4. They just need to win their next 2 games. It doesn't have to be the smoothest. It doesn't have to be the most aesthetically pleasing. They don't have to win by 4 or 5 goals. Bro, take the 1-0. Take the 2-1 last minute own goal. There's just 180 minutes to go. If Juventus don't get it done, it's going to be World War III in Turin. I'm telling you, everyone is getting sacked. It's crazy. Like, I can't imagine them dropping points in their next 2 games. Yes, suspensions. Thuram Savona, Kalulu, but Kenan Yildiz is back. Kenan Yildiz is back. Okay, so I actually can't wait for the next round of fixtures. But listen, all eyes go to the Coppa Italia finale. Listen, my voice is beginning to go, innit? I'd appreciate it if you like, if you subscribe. Tomorrow, I'll be fit and healthy, and we will be back with the content. Anyways, I will catch you guys then.